Hi Andrew, hope you're doing well. Uh, so the work for the calculator is complete, and I've got the sheet to here, and uh, it also has a calculator in terms of the use forms. Let me just quickly explain how this is going to work. Basically, in order to start with, you would need to go ahead and enter, you know, the existing thing because that is what we are trying to use to get the what if. So that's pretty much so any cells in this specific place, if they have formulas, please don't enter it, and the rest of it you can go ahead and enter. Basically, these are the only cells which you can enter it manually, and it can fluctuate from one time to the other. Okay, so that is the thing. And I'll explain the chart as well just quickly. And this section is based on this, and that's your net profit, which also can be seen here. So I'll explain what I am doing in terms of the calculation here. So if you click on this, you will have a user form in here. So the first thing you would need to eventually do, by default I've selected the least to the best. So and so you can select anything from here and move them onto the other the places which you want. One thing you may want to notice is you can't actually move from premium to premium. Obviously it will not work, so it will clear out, so and it will not work either. So please make sure that we have two different things, so advanced to premium and standard to premium, or standard to, let's say you go down maybe, or advanced you can try, or you can have a essentials or anything that you want. But in this case, if you try to move it, basically this is going to be like a negative impact on the the profit that we have. uh, okay, so before I can go ahead, there are a few formulas that I mean columns that I've included. So this is the total cost based on the cost into the unit per thing, and the selling price into the unit comes to total, and this is your net price. So that's what it contributes to. So let's change it here. So okay, so gross versus the net. So that's the total that I have given in here. Okay, so as I mentioned, let's say we're going to go ahead and select. We want to move from standard to the advanced, for example, and you can see this is the max value that you can enter, because in standard only that much units are left based on this one. So you can enter only that much. If you enter like more than that, there'll be a pop-up and you cannot go ahead further. So please enter something lesser. So I'll put it like maybe uh, 20 maybe, and then you can just submit. When you submit, the graphs and everything will get amended. So one word of caution is this: every time you open this word of the this section, the graph will get reset, and this also will get reset onto the existing, because this should work like a calculator, right? So you can see that the existing thing which is in blue, and the what if which is with the arrows are same, because uh, I just started the form and you can see almost they are identical. And only when you try to move or try to improve, you can, when you submit, the data will get updated here. So that's the way. So let's move 300 units to the advanced thing. Advanced should have 88 when you move it. So when you submit, it will come back, and you can see that it got submitted, and the advanced that got reduced as well. I'm sorry, the standard got reduced as well, and you can see the respective you know changes here. Most of the time, the the comparison between these two will not change. Only the ones you will have a change is like between the advanced and the place where you just tried. Like these two are the ones which we tried, and you are able to go ahead with this as well. So that is the perspective of it. In case you wanted to go ahead and do any changes or anything, basically you don't want to do that, or like want to do that for a second step or more. What I'll recommend is you can also try entering the values directly, and it will still change. The only thing here is when you enter it, just make sure that your total remains the same. For example, if you enter 50, if you take 10 from here and take 10 from and put it here, you just got to make sure that it is like 46 like that. So some known number, uh, and this will be like 82, and the total will remain the same. That's exactly what the calculator also, I mean the user form also does, and it gives you the difference, that's the overall difference in profit and how much is your net profit based on this. It I tried doing the same thing as you mentioned with the percentage. It took me literally 2 to 3 days onto this, but because there are so many dependencies, because in order to get this with the uh, the 100%, it was not actually coming up because what I say, there were so many other challenges, like the maximum limit, and it goes above 100%, and we have negative values and everything. So I just stopped that, and that's the reason I want to make very clean and everything. You can use this for the first time, and then like if you want to still go ahead and use it, only this cell you can go ahead and edit it. I'll just put it like maybe a little bit of a green color maybe, or some color which you can identify, where you can enter that manually also to check it. It'll still work. That's the whole point. But the first step, use the calculator to get it to a place, and so on. Basically, when you sum it, okay, uh, these gets kind of reset to where it is. So you can see as soon as you open, you can see that everything whatever we changed got reset. So that's the thing. So it's like it will allow you to use it recursively. If not, you'll have to go ahead and do this like more than once. For example, if this will be having different values, this will have a different value. So need to have consistency, only then the graph will also work. So that's the inside of it. So because of the complexity and almost about I worked almost for like 3 days, 2.5 to 3 days on this. So I'm requesting about 189 to this, because this is the as of now from you, this is the most complex work that I've been doing for anything, because I've tried everything, and you can see here the number of revisions that I had to make, and ultimately I had to get it working, and again I took a backup in here. There's so many things. Only that's what you see is only for today. So just think about the other 2 days that to do. So it's very complex work. So do consider the budget, and I'll send this out to you. If there are any changes, let me know. I'll be happy to assist as well. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day.